Have a seat. There you go. All righty, guys. I'm only slightly distracted this morning. It's cool. All right. It's Thursday. All day yesterday, I thought it was Thursday, and today it finally is Thursday. All right. So let's see what we're doing today. Like I said, it is Thursday. Starting off with our read and zoom. For Unique today, we are starting chapter 3, and it's called Colonies Come Together. So we're talking about that, and our vocabulary word today is compromise. So you saw that on our little waiting screen this morning. For our reading groups, if you're in PCI 1, you're reading the book Time to Go, and your focus word is has. If you are in PCI 2, your book is Did You Take My Book? And your words are room and about. And then if you are in the third group, today you are doing you're watching a video from Mr. Parrish about some thoughts on the book. I'm just finishing up those last thoughts about Island of the Blue Dolphin. And it also gives you kind of an opportunity, if you missed any of the assignments earlier in the week, you can go back and do that as well. And then tomorrow we're going to be playing a fun, he's prepared us a Kahoot game to play to finish up Island of the Blue Dolphin. All righty. And then for news to you today, we are still talking about the Grammys, but we're doing an extension activity about landmarks in LA. So that's pretty exciting, pretty cool. Does anyone know where the Grammys take place? What landmark? We don't know. It's okay if we don't know. You're going to learn today. So later today, I want you guys to let me know after you've done your activity. Let me know where the Grammys happen in LA. All right. And then at 10:20, Miss Taylor is going live for some math Zoom. We're talking about adding amounts to $5. So yesterday we added mixed coins. Today we're amping it up and adding amounts to $5. Explore math. We're doing shipping charges. News to you math. We're talking about word problems, dealing with a clock. Practicing reading a clock. Important skill we always got to have. And then for our social lesson, we're doing a read aloud of Lying Up a Storm. Have you guys ever read that book? Lying Up a Storm? No? Mr. Parrish, you're in for a treat. Have you ever read it? You have? I know none of you lie. We always tell the truth, right? We have some questionable answers in here. Anyway, that should be a fun little activity for today. And then your daily exit ticket. Does anyone have any questions about what's going on? Thumbs up, we're all good? Thumbs up. I love it. All right, I'm going to give it back to Taylor and let her take it away.
All right, guys, so today our word of the day is compromise. Compromise means to agree by giving up something to end an argument. So what kind of word is compromise? Is it a noun, verb, or adjective? What do we think? Are we doing something? Are we describing something? Or is it a person, place, or thing? What do you think it is? Are we doing something? We're giving something up. So are we doing something?
Adjective.
Yeah, we're doing something. So it would be a verb. Yeah. Let's see. That's the wrong thing. Verb. All right. So can anyone use compromise in a sentence?
I compromise with my brother.
You compromise with your brother. I like that. Can someone else give me a sentence? Can you give me a sentence with compromise in it?
Compromise my home.
With my mother.
I compromise with my mother. I like that one too. All right.
Here, I have a sentence. Can I give a sentence?
Yes, just put it in can.
I compromise with for. Hold on, I gotta figure it out. I compromise for the price of my snack. There we go. That's my sentence.
I like that. I compromise for the price of my snack. So she tried to negotiate the price there. Where's mine? There it is. Because Miss Taylor can't spell this morning, apparently. All right, so let's hop over to our new chapter. We are starting chapter 3 today. Chapter 3 is called The Colonies Come Together. So what do we think this chapter is about? If our
When
vocabulary
they
was,
get together.
yeah, so maybe do you think might make a compromise? Yeah? Who do you think they might compromise with? Each other? Or do you think that they'll compromise with the King of Great Britain? What do you think?
Each other.
Raise your hand if you think they compromise with each other. Okay, and then raise your hand if you think they're going to compromise with the King of Great Britain. Oh, only one person for that. All right. We'll see what happens. Let's get started.
The colonists were angry with the King of Great Britain. Some leaders of the colonies had a meeting. They called the meeting the First Continental Congress. People from 12 of the 13 colonies went to the meeting.
So what was the meeting called?
First Continental
Yeah.
First Continental Colonies.
And how many people from the colonies went? 12 of the 13 colonies were at the meeting, so we were missing one colony.
The members of the First Continental Congress included John Adams, Patrick Henry, and George Washington. They met in Philadelphia. They tried to come up with a plan to help the colonies and Great Britain get along.
So where did they meet?
Philadelphia.
Yeah, thank you. And what did they try to do? Come up with a plan.
Where did they meet?
Colonies and who? The colonies and Great Britain to get along. That is correct.
The First Continental Congress asked the King of Great Britain to stop some of the taxes and laws that were making the colonists mad. They wanted to compromise. They sent a letter to the king to see if he would make a compromise. The king did nothing.
So the First Continental Congress wanted the King of Great Britain to kind of let up on some of those taxes and laws that he was making them. And they wanted to make a compromise with the king, which is agreeing to give something up to end an argument, right? So they sent a letter to the king to ask if he would make a compromise with them. And did he do something? Did he make a compromise? No, he didn't. Good job.
The leaders told the colonists to boycott British goods. A boycott is when people stop buying something to force a change. The colonists boycotted tea, sugar, and many other goods from Great Britain. Great Britain did not make money during the boycott. This made the King of Great Britain mad.
So the leaders told told the colonists to boycott buying the British goods. So they stopped buying tea, they stopped buying sugar. They probably remember there's some stamp act, so they probably stopped buying paper stuff. So then the king of Great Britain couldn't make any money, and then that made him angry. Would that make you angry if you couldn't make any money?
No.
It wouldn't.
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
The leaders told the colonists to get ready for a war. They hoped the king would change and stop the taxes. But they needed to be ready in case the king did not change anything.
So what were the colonists preparing for?
A war.
Just in case the king didn't do what they asked him to do, they knew that it could possibly lead to a war to make change happen.
The governor of Massachusetts heard that some colonists were getting ready for war. The governor worked for the king. The colonists had weapons hidden in Boston. The governor made a plan to take the weapons away from the colonists. He sent for British soldiers.
So the governor of Massachusetts worked for the king of Great Britain, and he was not on the colonist side. What were the colonists hiding? What were the colonists hiding?
Weapons.
They were hiding weapons in Boston. Thank you.
Okay.
And the governor found out, and he wanted to take those weapons away from the colonists because he was on the king of Great Britain side. And he wrote to the king and asked for more British soldiers.
The colonists heard about the plan. They set up the watchtower. They had a man in the watchtower watch for British soldiers. He was to signal if he could see British soldiers coming to get the weapons. Paul Revere, Samuel Prescott, and William Dawes saw the signal at night. They rode horses to warn the colonists the British were coming and to be ready to fight.
Does anyone know what a watchtower is? Do you know what a watchtower is? It's okay if you don't know, I'll tell you. Do you know what a watchtower is? A watchtower is basically just like a tall structure, so it could be like a ladder or a tall building, and they just stand at the top of it and they watch over everything. So that's what the colonists were doing. They set up a watchtower, and they had different colonists take shifts, and they would stand up there, and they would watch for the British soldiers to come. And then one night, these three guys, Paul Revere, Samuel Prescott, and William Dawes, saw the British coming, and then they rode their horses around, and they yelled, "The British are coming! The British are coming!" to all the people so that they could be warned and be ready for the war that was about to happen. All right, so our little timeline here. September 1774, the leaders of the colonies met for the first Continental Congress. And then in 1775, Paul Revere rode to warn the colonists that the British soldiers were coming and that there was about to be a war. All right, so let's hop over to our little chart here. So this is a chapter book. What kind of book is it? Is it fiction or nonfiction? Are we talking about something that actually happened or something that's fake? Something that actually happened. So it's
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction.
nonfiction. What was the title of our chapter? Does anyone remember?
Colonies come together.
Colonies come together. Thank you. All right, so we're ready to answer this question. This was written for a reason. Why was it written? Was it written to tell a story, to give information about something that actually happened, or to change something?
The middle.
That's correct. To
Give information.
about something that actually happened. So what words, pictures, or phrases help you know why this chapter was written? What was our vocabulary word today? C.
Compromise.
Compromise. Thank you. So that helps us know what the chapter is about. What else? What other words might have helped us know what the chapter is about? Let's hop back over here. What other words?
Come.
Come, yeah.
Together.
I think you're saying colony.
Come.
There you go.
What other words or phrases could help us? Could colonists help us know what's going on? If it's about the colonists? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Heard someone. All right, you guys. Miss Taylor cannot stop me. All right, so that is all I have for you guys today. We will continue with this chapter tomorrow.